It is Tuesday, October 3rd, just 2 days after race. Season has ended, but we're gonna have ourselves a little get together before we film the last episode of Between the Trees. I see one of my co-hosts is showing up right now, so I'm getting a fire going here. We're gonna enjoy some pizza and the sunset over the lake before we roll episode 10 of Between the Trees. Do you require assistance?
No, I got my crutches.
Do you need a wheelchair?
Got one?
No, and we are not wheelchair accessible. Do you have a bruise?
Not really. There's a mark right here from where I hit the rock.
Show us your ass cheek on video. But you weren't kidding with the crutches, huh?
Nah, got these bad boys.
Well, welcome to the final show.
Yeah, thanks
We'll
for
do
having me.
we'll do some hanging out first, and then we'll get started.
Sounds good.
Brad Harrington, are you gonna do 4x4 class or what?
I'm gonna ride a Renegade.
The VIP is here,
I thought about that. It's tough.
and he shows up with the good stuff.
There you go, man. Start of the 4x4 race, but I get invited to his house. I thought maybe I was getting murdered in the woods when I showed up.
Oh, it's my guy. That's why the whole reason I came.
So are you recording now? Happy opening bow hunting day for all our New Yorkers.
Yes.
It's a day not to miss unless you're racing the Iowa Series.
I saw a couple of trucks pull off on the side of the road hunting.
Right? I saw the same thing. The wheeler ramps out, but no wheeler means they're in the woods. And we're going to be in the woods soon, but with no bow in our hand.
Yeah.
The reason I really asked you to do the open with me is to give you an award.
An award.
All year long, you've been the fastest camera, right?
I guess, yeah.
Where are you sitting in points?
Third points right now.
And in front of you is Colton and Drave, and neither one of those guys wore cameras for our show. So Todd printed you up something. Thank you, Todd, from
Todd.
725 Designs.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank
You're
you.
this year's fastest camera. And from Bikes, Trikes, and Quads, I got him to throw in a pair of
Oh, no kidding.
our Mega Forecast 100% goggles.
Thanks, Drew.
My pleasure, man, for being the fastest GoPro in the show for Between the Trees. And as you know, next year we're going to hopefully take it to the front row. And next year, maybe
Thanks, Todd.
the fastest camera will be a paid trophy. But for
Right,
now,
there
we got you some
This is
goggles.
awesome. Thank
Todd
you
made
very
you up
much.
this cool trophy.
Yeah,
That's really
cool.
nice. Thanks, Todd, for
Yeah.
participating in that, sponsoring our first show Between the Trees. And is there much left to do today? I mean, we should talk about points a little bit.
Yeah, I'm running in third right now, and I don't know if second place is reachable or not. Let's see.
Yeah.
From Colton, so.
Well, I've done some points math myself, and you don't need to do a lap today. You'll be fine. And I'll inherit third place if I have a good race. But bottom line, second, third, and fourth, we all need good races today because we're all tight in points, and it's not over till it's over.
That's right, yeah.
I know Rich Drave thinks he's won it, but we're still going to go out and give him a hard time, right?
I'm going to try to stay on his back bumper until the last lap.
Yeah.
Get around. So, I don't know. We'll see. See how it goes.
Fingers crossed we all have a good race today. It's the final round. What's this one called? Rolling Oaks. It's a new one. We're excited to be here. Thank you, everybody who's watched all season long. Thanks for all the sponsors who participated. Let's get the ball rolling. We'll go over the 4x4 lineup here and head to the start line. right, let's get things started. We were taking a look at Colton slowing up to tell Gunn's wife that he had been hurt. But first up is Kyle out of Rushville, New York. Fun fact, he actually races his wife's quad, and he joins us on headset. Colton Harkness, number 1031, out of Gillette, Pennsylvania. He took his sister to the senior prom. Do you guys believe that one? Some are true. In this case, my fun fact was I can't play ball sports. That's actually true. I cannot play ball sports. Taco's seen me throw. So after myself is Guns, he still lives with his grandmother. That one's true as well. He still lives with his grandmother. Jesse Madison, and this is a true one as well. He broke his pelvis and kept racing. You gotta respect that. You gotta respect that. Rich Drave, unfortunately, Rich has passed away at 169 years old. After he completed round 10, he died right after the checkers. So up after him is Dustin Carnes. His fun fact is, and he joined us on headset, he's completed one race this year without hitting a tree. Justin Mills, he wants to be a circus performer when he grows up. He's pretty good at goofing around now. So welcome, Justin. And that was it. We're going to get the show started with our giveaway like we normally do. This is our biggest one of the year. Thank you to all the sponsors that have participated. We're going to keep this one simple. Throughout the show, we're going to be thanking 5 different sponsors. In order to enter the giveaway, you have to list these 5 sponsors at the time they appeared. So for example, if Boyer's Photography shows up at 5 minutes and 30 seconds into the video, in the comment sections you put 5 minutes 30 seconds Boyer's Photography and a thank you. If you do not put the thank you for each sponsor, guess what? You're not correctly entered to win $350 and a brand new pair of 100% goggles courtesy of Bikes, Trikes, and Quads. They're the same set you saw us give to Guns. They threw in an extra set to give away to the viewer for the winner to take home as well. And my only request is, if you don't need the money, don't enter to win. If you're a very rich guy who can afford his own goggles and doesn't need the cash to get to the races or fix his quad, don't enter. If you're an influencer in the sport or a pro athlete and you get all this stuff free anyway, don't enter. We want to see it go to somebody deserving, somebody in need in the race community. So now that we're underway, I'll shut up for a minute to introduce. We've got quite a few people in this room, starting with our 2019 champ and 2021 champ, Mark Potter from the 4x4 class. Thank you. Future wannabe champ in the 4x4 class, Brad Harrington. Third in the state last year, Mike Barone. Kyle Lawrence on his wife's quad. My BFF, Taco. We got Nick Boyer from Boyer Photography in the house. Guns, who finished 3rd in our championship this year. Dustin, who I beat, and he finished 5th in the championship this year. I had to get it in. We've got Marianne, Nick's girlfriend, and Jessica Carnes here as well. And Jessica is even going to give you guys something. So stay tuned. We're going to be talking to each one of our sponsors. She's got cash to put out for a viewer.
I thought she was like a free
No. Get that right out of your mind. Yeah.
rap or something crazy.
So we're off and running. You're probably hearing a lot of voices in the room, and you can see us up in the picture-in-picture. We're going to show you guys all the antics we're going to bring you for this next hour. But this was a new track. We're all flying blind. Nobody had an advantage unless you actually walk the track, bike the track. Anybody do that? No. Dustin Carnes is raising his hand. Nick Boyer is actually the first person in the hot seat with a microphone in front of him. So, Nick, where'd you set up at this point in the race?
So for the first part, I set up in the first turn in the woods. The field section was pretty muddy, a lot of light there. Usually a lot of crowd. I like to get away from the people. Found a good spot and set up nice and safe away from the race line. Tried to keep myself out of the way of blind four-wheelers. Yeah,
and sell a lot of pictures. You got a deal going with $1 off.
Yep, so I got a deal on the website. All 2023 photos are $1 off. Only offering downloads at this point. I'm looking into getting some prints done, but not really sure how the website works. Yeah, other than that, I mean, if you need any photos of anything else, like wedding stuff, or, you know, if you want to do senior photos or prom pictures, whatever, get a hold of me on Facebook, Instagram, whatever.
Awesome. Well, I'll put a link in the video description leading to your Facebook page. Okay. We appreciate you taking photos of all us racers. I know I genuinely appreciate it because these are precious moments to me.
Yeah.
And I actually got a great one from you. I even had 3 tires off. Not all 4, but I had 3 tires off the ground.
I got some info that ATV racers like the tires off the ground,
Sure.
pictures taken. That's what they like, so I tried it out.
Yeah, we can all keep them on the
I
ground.
like to go with all wheels on the ground.
That's because you're old. Yeah. Well, again, thank you for all the pictures you did this year, and your name is up on the screen. We'll talk a little bit more about your business and everything you do for photography later on, but thanks for being part of the show today, man.
Right.
Awesome. We're picking up the action here with Dustin Carnes a couple minutes into the race.
Dustin's bumper already bent.
That's close as I could get back straight again. What happened to the bumper? It was Smyrnadilla.
That was your shirt.
That bumper's Smyrnadilla.
Mike Burrow's treated that.
But I gave you a bumper after that.
I didn't put the new one on yet because I didn't know it was.
Yeah. Why don't we have Mike Burrow jump in here to the hot seat? And you got a lot of attention about that Smyrnadilla race.
I did?
Dude, people wanted to be invited to that. Like, the event
You gotta
was
be
awesome.
cool to be invited.
You gotta be your friend, I get that. But that's where Dustin, he damaged his bumper. It was on one of your trees.
Yeah, there's a good mark there.
Do you think that maybe you should make the track easier for guys like Dustin next year?
That track is very easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that track is like groomed, nothing like these tracks.
Well, my viewers really wanted the invite. How do they get invited? And are you even going to do it next year? That was the big question.
How big is this race?
Smyrnadilla, you get invited every year.
I know I get invited, but it doesn't mean I know anything about it.
You know how many
You should go
people
to it.
die
This
to
race
get invited?
has how many people?
Worth it for taco.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gotta be worth it.
So how is it in comparison to this race? Like how many people?
Oh,
Oh, way less.
he's got 25 racers.
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's
maybe-
just it's an invite, little
Teak invite.
get together party.
Yeah.
You know, and we just have fun.
He does a not a pig roast, but a cookout after for us. We all camp.
Besides
It's great.
But to get invited, I mean,
Yeah.
I usually invite
Yeah, but
my
I don't
friends,
get an
you know
invite
what I
from
mean?
so it's like secondary. That's why it doesn't
It counts.
feel like I'm invited.
It counts. It counts.
I say to Drew, hey, you know, invite Taco.
Well, one thing I want to know,
Not coming from you.
Taco next year, if I have it, you can come up.
you invited a sandbagger this year. Did you do that just because he bought your quad, or?
Yeah, and he begged me to. He said, I really want to beat Drew and don't tell him.
Yeah, well,
Right,
lucky,
Brad? That's what he said.
lucky
He's
for
like, don't
Brad.
tell Drew. I'm going to show up in Smyrnadilla.
Yeah, lucky
and
for
I'm gonna
Brad, I
smoke
didn't even
him.
bring my quad, so he didn't have to worry too much about me. Yeah, my shock was blown. Mario was fixing my shock during Smyrna. And I was
told me that your shock was done.
Mario did?
Yes.
No, it wasn't done until after.
No, you told me it was done.
Oh, well. Then I didn't get it until after the weekend.
And running them down.
Keep in mind, I helped with Barone's track, so I was down there Thursday, I think. Sunday.
Yeah, you came Thursday.
Yeah, and when I left Thursday, I still didn't have the shock. So I know you want to race me, bud, but I am leaving the 4x4 class. You're not going to get your shot. Sorry, man.
Because he's scared of you, Brad.
Yeah, I don't want to have
The
to.
only reason why he's leaving is because you're coming.
And that was I posted my final.
And Potter's coming back.
Yeah, that's another reason I'm leaving.
I'm fine. Harley and a sport quad.
Yeah.
And,
Let's tap out here. Let's get Mark Potter in here and see. Thanks, Mike. Let's see what Potter has to say about his plans for next year, because I've been asking him all day. Welcome to the hot seat.
Good.
Talk right into the microphone.
I like. I've been here.
Oh, you
before.
hold that real well.
So
I
weird,
went right
but,
to grab it like that. Yeah.
Now I'm looking at Taco in the eyes at
Yeah.
the same time. Hey, Taco.
Oh, you're in love now. That's how he got me.
Plans for next year. I honestly don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. Actually, I do. I'm gonna bulldoze, like I said. I don't have plan on next year. I do miss the 4x4 guys. It's always been awesome. That's literally all my years of racing 4x4 guys, running with Drew and everybody and the whole camera thing, and that's always been so fun. It's put a new level at it, the racing side of it, but I don't know. My kid's doing good. Missy wants to get back on a machine. My daughter started going. There's just so much to do and so many things. So
Yeah, and it's hard to stay competitive.
yeah. Well,
What do you put? You're pushing. You're pushing.
I would go that.
You're pushing for it. I mean, it's hard to stay driven.
It is. I mean,
To find the motivation to work out
it
and
is
diet.
tough,
and-
man. It is tough. I'll tell you, my new motivation is my 16-year-old kid, he's legit making it real to realize that you've got to step your game up off the track and off the bikes. So that is putting me to stay motivated. Like, you never want to get beat by your kid, man. You never do.
Yeah, but at some point you're going to have to step back and be a race
I
legend.
am old.
Yeah.
So,
well, we support your decision just as long as you're still involved with Nioa.
I am. I'm staying involved with a lot. Like, I don't know if I'll stay in the, let's say, politics side of the series, but I definitely want to devote more to my race. Like, I love bringing the best I can to you guys. This is where I want to, bring it to it.
Awesome. Well, thank you for coming and being part of this final show. You did put up $100 throughout the year for a viewer to win for your race, Ditch Banger. And we're looking forward to that track again next year. But for right now, we're going to have you switch out with Brad Harrington, because Brad Harrington is the owner of TK Harrington. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that business?
I love it. He's back to dip. He's just sitting down.
He's got his chew in. Yeah.
We're
Something to do with
trenchless technology and hydro excavation specialist company.
I don't think anybody understood that.
I feel like
nobody
I
knows.
it more. I feel like it's
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
drill for very
fucking
deep and very long.
Yeah,
Drill
so-
a long ways underneath.
Okay.
We lay pipe.
You lay pipe.
According to the big sexy, we lay
The big sexy.
big sexy. We lay pipe.
I love it. I love it. So if anybody needs some pipe laying, how do they get in touch with you?
How do you call our office? Google search, website. We're everywhere, man.
Well, we'll put your website in the video description here, so if anybody needs some pipe laying, I don't even know how to help you with that one, buddy. But thank you. Brad has put up part of the giveaway cash for this show, and he made the trip up here to my place in Syracuse area to co-host. So thank you for coming. You just had a banner season yourself. Why don't you tell us about Vet A?
Yeah, we had a good ride in Vet A this year. It was a lot of fun. Competition was way more stacked than it was last year. I wasn't ready for the pace. I showed up in the beginning of the season and I was not in shape. I wasn't there. I thought I had it covered and I did not. So I got an education.
Who is the biggest competition in that class?
So beginning of the season, it was Josh Warhol and Justin Hoffler.
Yep.
They were
I raced
rolling.
Justin very fast.
Yep, those guys, they did work. End of the season, Frank Howe came in. He was a contender in the beginning. He didn't show up in the start, but he showed up at the end, and that dude partied, man.
Yep. And Frank has actually won one of the giveaways on the show. So
Yeah.
the giveaway is going to a fellow Nioa racer, which I love.
Yeah, Frank's a good dude. They made it hard. Justin and I ended up coming down to the last round. We tied, I believe.
Yep. And the tiebreaker goes to him because of the win count. Oh, that's a way to
rough.
So Brad and Justin literally finished with the exact same amount of points, and the way our point structure is worked out, if you do end in a tie, it goes to whoever has the most wins, and that was Justin, unfortunately not you.
It was.
So what does that mean?
Technicality.
You bought Mike Barone's quad with the wife's
I did.
agreement that if you won, you could go race 4x4. So
I had
what's
a
the
deal. I had a deal with my wife. I wanted to go 4x4 last year. She told me that I was a loser. And I was running from a challenge, so we ran Vet A one more season, chasing a championship.
And she was right.
We got close. Thank you, Dustin. Apparently she was right. I was a loser again.
Yeah. Well,
That's 3 seasons in a row. We came up second place in Vet A.
I wouldn't call you that. I personally think you're one of the fastest guys on a four-wheeler in the state.
We real good. I think I ended up 16th overall this year.
Hey, a double digit in the state. That's what
I had one breakdown. I was 13th last year. We've had good rides.
That's awesome.
We're doing work, but
Are we going to get a hint to next year's plans?
we're on a 4x4.
We just don't know what.
I believe I have the permission to run the Renegade.
I believe.
But you're going to tell us what class.
Utility class.
He's not saying. He won't.
I think it's going to be 4x4 class, man. I don't want to be one of those guys that run away from the 4x4
Here we
group
go.
and
Here we go. Who are you calling out?
and go ride some other class. Like 4x4 belongs together.
Yeah.
We're not going to move that row up or get an A sanction out of that class if the fast guys walk away.
No. Thanks, Smart Potter.
Or you'll get the sandbagger comment.
Right,
Yeah.
it's not fair for some of these fast 4x4 guys to drop back.
Well, I'm so
Maybe
glad
to
you're
stay
not
there and
referring to
ride.
me because I'm definitely not one of those fast guys. But there was some. We got a pass coming up here, so I'll shut up for a minute as I stuff it into a tree.
You talked about the ratio.
I know. Justin takes me on the left.
What the heck is that?
There goes Dustin, and there
That's a
I
terrible
get
idea.
Justin right back. But now I'm stuck behind Karn, so I got to chase his ass again. But yeah, some they're all wearing tutus, and this one it was pink out.
Dude, it was insane. Both hit a tree right in front of me. It's like, this is awesome.
Yeah, freebies. But my plans are, Brad's kind of making fun of me here. I plan on going to Senior B next year, and the reason isn't to sandbag and get easy trophies. It's because I plan on taking this show to the front row, and I want to be up front to turn on all the cameras and make sure those guys are situated and ready to go. And then I'll waddle my old ass back to row 19, where I'm with guys my own age and hopefully ability, and I'll go play with a new class for 24.
How old are you?
I'll be 44 next race season.
You're still young. We're not that far off, bud.
We're not, but you're faster, so
So, Potter's older.
I know, and faster with decades more experience.
Registered A. So you're not going to race with them next year?
I will not be in the 4x4.
That's what I'm saying, Taco.
Yeah, Taco, give him help.
Taco, you want to pit a 4x4 guy?
Who are you going to be racing against?
Guys my own age, over 40.
Like what?
I'm going to the 40 plus class. I'm going to the 40 plus class. He's in the 40 plus class now, Potter. But he's in A.
4x4. And all the rest of them is-
Yeah.
all season.
Yeah. So I'm not even his caliber. If I moved up to Senior A, I would absolutely get waxed. So I'm going to Senior B, where I think my skill level is a little more matched. These guys can tell you.
Who else is in Senior B?
You don't know any of them.
Well, sport wise.
They're all back of the row guys.
So what are you pulling up next to old guys?
Yes.
Just a bunch-
I'm going to be behind this. I'm going to be behind the slowest.
We're going to be doing this with a bunch of
4x4s.
old guys?
Well, we've got Justin Mills coming up at 6. There's that Dusty Cars stopping for more water.
You know, Chad Skaggs dusted it off this week. You'll be going against Skaggs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
in Senior B
Senior B. That's
on a
what
450 though.
He was on 450 this week.
So
He
I-
hadn't ridden it in 2 years.
I think I'll get a lot of flack for bringing the 4x4 to a 450 class.
Absolutely.
You do
I
the
did.
same thing.
They didn't give me slack, but gun
Flack,
to a
not
knife
slack.
fight,
Flack, shit.
gun to a knife fight.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah,
I got stabbed to death.
I gave you way too much credit, and you didn't live up to it. So we'll say it's my
tough.
fault.
No, it's tough. Like, you can do it, and I thought I would do a lot better, but I mean, reality is, you take that machine, it cannot do what your legs and suspension together can do.
There's a way out of there.
Yeah, you can
First
move.
lap is great. Once the track starts deteriorating, you better bring your A.
Yeah, you can maneuver a 450. It's much lighter.
100%.
Eckhart's gave me the chance to ride one of theirs at Smirnadilla, and I immediately felt at home on a 450. Believe it or not, having never ridden one.
You look good on it too.
I felt comfortable right away, and I got to give credit to 4E, and I love the Eckhart twins. They know how to set up and build quads. The quad I was on was not your run-of-the-mill Honda 450. The thing was built.
Is there an HH quad that could become something for you to ride?
Hunter, we could ask him. Do you want to call him up?
Yeah, let's do that.
You
Right
guys,
now?
you guys want to get Hunter on the horn?
On the horn?
We'll get Hunter on the horn
Mr. Quad Tech.
and see if he wants to sell me one.
hope he answers all
He's
right.
probably not going to be.
It's gotta be a good price.
Oh, so you think he should sponsor me?
Yeah, 100%.
All right, we'll see. Here we go. We'll see what Hunter has to
I
say.
can't believe Hunter gave me his number.
The guy, you're live on the show, by the way. The guys want to know if you'll sell me one of your quads on the dirt cheap or just sponsor me next year.
For the senior old class,
And I'll sponsor you with a TRX 90 for Janusa.
Dude, there's a weight limit on those quads.
Hunter, it's Brad Harrington.
Oh, what's up, dude? I would have gone if I knew you were going.
Yeah. So, shit. Buddy, we gotta get Drew out of this Senior B game. So
I love this guy.
If you put him on a quad, I'll help you back putting him on a quad, but we gotta get him farther to the front.
I thought he was racing the C class. That's what he told me.
B class, and he's practiced with me and seen me go into a creek, so he knows I'm not very good.
I didn't see that.
Dead end.
9-year-old Sigma hit.
Yeah, thanks for making me feel bad. Tell everybody why you couldn't be here tonight. Thank you.
Shit, what was the reason?
It doesn't matter. We're going to make this quick, Hunter, because everybody knows how much you talk. Good luck at the GNCC this weekend, man.
Drew, who else you got there? You got Brad. I like Brad. Who else you got?
We've got Mark Potter, Mike Barone, Nick Boyer, Kyle Lawrence, my BFF Taco, Brad, Dan Honacki, Dustin Carnes, his daughter, and Nick's girlfriend.
Wait, Dustin's there too?
Yeah, buddy!
I told you this was going to be a show for everybody who's given back to the community this year, and you were part of that with your giveaway for the last round. Thank you for that. It did go to a New Yorker, so we were glad to see that.
Well, that's because everybody should buy Quadtech seat covers, because they're actually, I'm currently reading through Quadtech resumes right now, so that's where I am.
That's awesome.
I
Well,
bought 2 this year.
Dustin said he bought 2. But getting back to this weekend,
I might have got
GNCC.
one of the first ones out of it.
Quadtech, sponsor this video.
Quantex sponsored the last video.
Okay, I was gonna say.
We're getting off topic.
Brought to you by. Oh, this is yours.
I'm going to wish you Hunter and let you
Harrington
go.
first.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
All right, man. Kick some ass this weekend for us.
All right, later.
Good luck, Hunter.
Bye.
Good luck.
Hunter Hart, your XC1 Pro, a buddy of mine. I'm fortunate to call him a friend. He did help us out throughout the season. I am fortunate to call him a friend. Yeah. Even though our friendship consists of just shit talking. That's all we do is back and forth. We don't have one of our sponsors in the house, Bikes, Trikes, and Quads, but note the time, 19 and a half minutes on your race video, and whatever we are in the actual video on YouTube is when I need you to mention Bikes, Trikes, and Quads and say thank you. They are donating a pair of brand new 100% our Mega Forecast goggles. These are top of the line roll-offs, very nice. They're the same goggles we gave to Guns at the beginning of the show, and a viewer can take home the very same if you answer correctly. Again, put all 5 sponsors in the comments of the video, leave the time code we talked about them. I just mentioned Bikes, Trikes, and Quads. You don't have to be exact with the time frame, just give us a broad generalized estimate, right? And list the name of the sponsor and say thank you. You have to say thank you to that sponsor or it doesn't count, because we want to show them the appreciation of giving back to the community. And like I said, this one's $350 plus the goggles, and I really hope it goes to someone in Iowa. Great contribution, everybody. Let's do a shot. All right.
Can we talk about the section of the track?
You want to talk about the actual race?
Yeah. This part was gnarly, man.
Yeah, there was some rough spots where if you didn't have a 4x4, it probably was brutal. There's
I feel like it was worse on a 4x4.
What's that?
I feel like it was worse on a 4x4.
Yeah, there was some heavy rollers that it got the quad unsettled, and we're going to see here coming up, Guns has some issues with that at the start of lap 2 with the quad getting unsettled over some of those.
The track was cool, but it made you work. Oh.
Yeah, Guns, you're on heads, or you are on microphone. Why don't you tell us I think you're battling with Colton right now.
Yeah, I'm riding behind Colton here.
Running third
on the first lap.
Now you do get him off camera. I couldn't see where you passed him, but somewhere going into the checkpoints you got him.
He pulled off and let me by.
Oh, he did. I didn't get that on camera.
Did something happen to Cole?
No. He said in his post today, we're talking about Colton Harkness here, who's running second in this race in the 4x4 class. He said in his post race report that he just got tired. He has kids that race in Pee Wee, and he had to run all over the track, as a lot of you moto dads do, supporting his kids racing. He said it kind of zapped his energy, so by the time he got out there and raced,
I think Michael Myers scared him.
Yeah. Who was the rabbit? It said Feehan on the number plate.
No, I think.
But it wasn't Devin.
No, it was Baker, Chandler Baker.
Okay. Yes. So he was our rabbit. So
I think he crashed too, because I saw that.
I saw the head. The head was on the side of the track. So
head clean over.
Yeah. If you don't know, Niowa, I think just
Catch the cow they did.
Potter, you might be able to elaborate, but they do it once a year. They call it Chase the Rabbit, right? And they dress somebody up as a rabbit.
We do a rabbit chase at Ditch Banger and Twisted. They change it up and catch the cow.
Okay.
It's just a bonus money for the front row to catch. Whoever's first gets off the start first, gets a full shot. Whoever catches them first gets it. If they don't, at Ditch Banger this year, nobody caught him, so he got to keep the money.
Okay.
It was Kyle Piercy that did it for us.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah.
Getting back to race action, I actually screwed up here. It says Guns is in third, but I believe you're in second because that's Colton following you, correct?
Yeah, that's he pulled over and let me go by.
Right, so off camera I didn't show it, but you guys must have gotten...
it was on there.
Oh, I did show it?
Yep.
Okay. Jeez, I'm the editor and I didn't even notice. That's how much I pay attention to your racing.
So I'm in second place. I'm in second place behind Drave.
Take over.
But
I'm going to have you switch out with Kyle here.
You want to switch out with?
I like it, Kyle. Why don't you step into the hot seat here? I got to pick your brain about beating some very fast guys on a Wolverine.
Yes.
Yeah, so that fun fact we had about Kyle Lawrence at the beginning of the show wasn't a joke. He's out there racing his wife's quad.
Correct.
And if you watch the show, Kyle totaled his frame on the Can-Am Twisted Fence, was it?
At Twisted Fence, 15 minutes into the race.
Yeah. Boy, you suck. So
I was ahead of you at the time, though, by the way.
Yeah.
You're dusting it all.
I might have been ahead of him at the time, too. I was cruising. Probably too fast.
I gotta tell you, you're tied actually with Justin Mills for getting me thousands of views on my channel, but you're both nothing compared to Dustin Carnes. Dustin Carnes has given me almost 80,000 views this summer. Yeah.
I'll still take a steak and lobster dinner from him.
Yeah? Okay.
I watch him. I believe it.
Well, do we have a bet for steak and lobster dinner?
No, I just like steak.
Oh, you just like steak and lobster.
Yes.
Got it. Well, we didn't have your camera recording for some reason, but I didn't know where you ended up off the start. Were you even with Madison, or
Pretty much last.
you were dead last in our
Dead
class,
last.
and just putting away on the wave
Putting
squad?
away, letting the women's class go ahead of me,
Yep.
you know, just letting everybody go ahead of me, basically.
Awesome.
Keep on going.
Well, thanks for joining us on Headset Man. Hope you're enjoying the show, and I hope you had fun racing with all of us this year.
I did. It was great.
You plan on doing it again next year?
I'm gonna probably go in the 4x4 class a little bit.
Yep.
Maybe dabble into the super senior class.
Okay.
Next year.
Because you'll be plus 50.
Because I'll be 50 in July, so I'll
Yep.
probably go between two classes.
The oldest man in our class, Kyle Lawrence, man. Pleasure racing you this year.
50, bro. I
Yeah.
did not know that.
Yeah.
169.
He looks good.
Yeah, I thought he was 169 years old.
No, that's Rich
I'm
Drave.
still alive.
That's Rich Drave. So joining me back on the microphone is Nick Boyer, and at this time we're going to dive a little bit more into what Nick does for not only the series but other photography work. And if you will note the video time, I should be more specific. Don't note the race clock. Note the time in the video, which is going to be different from the race clock, obviously. So note the time in the video. We're talking to Nick right now about your photography business. How long have you been involved with Niowa?
So I started as a racer last year in round one at Dream Riders. I unfortunately got injured, broke my leg, and I decided to pick up a camera after I got out of the hospital. A little recovery later, missed Berkshire, ended up at Broome Tioga. Ended up taking some pictures for free, and everybody's like, "Oh, you could totally sell these, and you know, this and that, get a little bit of money for gas to get to the race and stuff, get in." So I made a website and decided to try it out, and I ended up really liking the whole photography thing. It's challenging, something new to keep my brain going, give me an excuse to go to the races, at least watch you guys go around the track while I was recovering, and yeah, stuck with it this year.
What's the plan next year? Are you going to do photography or race the dirt bike?
That's a tough question, and I don't even know the answer.
Yeah.
If I decide to stick with photography, I probably will shoot in Iowa and then race a different series, like the new NEXC series, or maybe hit some D6 or, you know, some other hair scramble series, go mess around there, have some fun. But I think going a fan base and meeting a lot of people around Iowa, kind of becoming a family. You know, lots of friends out there. I'd like to stay and support them. So
that's awesome. What area are you from?
So I live in Beaver Dams, actually, same as Jesse Madison.
Yep.
So
great. So it's quite the hike to join us for the show. So
yeah, about an hour and 40 minutes. Not too bad. Nice drive.
Well, thanks. He was doing 110.
No, I took that drive.
Hour 40, not bad. What?
That's not bad. We should probably talk about race action though, because we actually have some action coming up here. You're on board with me.
Yeah, he's gonna pass.
I'm following a geriatric. Hang on. Round of applause, please. There it is. Yes. There he is. Yeah. That's exactly why I brought you all here to stroke my ego as I gotta pass on Dustin.
You're Are you tired? No, I have to take it easy. It's the first lap. Did you not see my patience on it?
His crossbar pad says patience.
Yeah. Did you not see the flex bar pad? Where's Colt? Colton's still ahead of us.
Colton is in third. Colton's in third.
Dustin, did you see that ribbon Drew drove over?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's cheater line.
He followed after Mike. It's fine.
We don't use that phrase anymore. That phrase causes trouble.
I'm still in last, by the way.
Yeah, so we should give a running.
Wolverine 450.
We should give a running order. It is Rich Drave out front, followed by Dan Guns Honacki. I don't know why I said it like that. Colton Harkness, Old Graybeard, and then Dustin and Justin picking up 5th and 6th. It's got to be Madison in 7th because Kyle's in 8th. Yeah. Okay. Yep. We only had 8 at this one, which was pretty much the same 8 we've had for the last 2 or 3 races. I think we didn't get any extras coming to join us. So we do have some passing going on right now, but we are approaching the end of lap 1 here, riding aboard with Justin Mills, sitting back in 5th. He does make a run towards the front, but he has to wait another lap to do it. He kind of gets into a battle with Colton on lap 2. Again, the score there is wrong for Guns. He's moved into 2nd. I just didn't catch it in time. My apologies, Guns. I want to give you all the credit you deserve.
Sorry, I fall back.
Yeah. And you can see him on camera. He's sitting there with his crutches. You're going to see what happens to him in about another 12 minutes from right now. So stay tuned.
Gotta live it again.
Yeah.
I gotta live it again.
Stay tuned because I'm pretty sure, in 4x4 guys, correct me if I'm wrong, but everybody in every race we've had a 4x4 crash.
Oh yeah.
Every race, I think.
Several.
Yeah, several some races.
Several.
Yeah. I don't know if we should.
It's your chance.
That's right.
I don't know if we should brag about it.
Yeah. You ran away. Expensive.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got plenty of crashes.
We should all add up per end just to see where the number comes from.
Yeah, so it's comical because
I'm up there.
I think it was either Dustin or Gunn started it out with, well, I got to do an engine rebuild. And by the end of the season, it was Kyle Lawrence saying, F you, I'm doing the entire quad.
I did 3 engine builds this year.
You did.
All right.
But you're not doing a frame out rebuild.
No.
Yeah, so
Through shaft. I didn't like the through shaft.
No.
there was 2 guys with that. So Guns had it and Keister had it this year.
I'll involve with it.
Right?
I'll send it to Guns.
Yeah.
Put a ball with it.
Yeah, and Guns, you do a great job with your tutorial videos. I hate filming in the shop and trying to explain what I'm doing while I'm doing it.
450s for sure, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mike Rowe don't have anything to do. We'll send him over there.
Yeah. Send them to me.
Dustin, why don't you jump in on the hot mic for us here? I got some
Come on,
questions
Dustin.
for you.
We like hearing you.
Welcome to the microphone, Dustin Carnes. The wife observed you side-wheeling, bicycling multiple corners.
Oh, yeah.
What,
Yeah.
what was going on?
I don't know. I was just trying to hold on and not hit a tree.
Did something change? Because I don't recall you bicycling corners of previous rounds.
No, I changed the angle of my bars and the throttle.
You mean you bent them?
No,
Oh.
no. I actually changed them different. Purposely changed them, and then the throttle I need to do some more work on.
Okay.
It's not.
You're much slower now.
Yeah.
He's got the electric throttle, and it's very touchy.
But
The
no.
fly-by-wire
Again,
is very
I
touchy.
took my time on this one because I was told I gotta have patience on this, dude.
Yeah, we see it right on your
Yeah.
car pad.
So-
that worked out for you this race. You rode a clean race.
I did. Well, I hit a couple trees.
Okay.
Just bounced the front
I
tires
set you
off.
up, and you just
I know.
right
Yeah, but the front tires, they literally come off.
Yeah. Well, still a good finish for the year. You were 4th in this one, right?
Yes.
And what's your plan for next year?
I don't know yet. I got to go to Ironman this year, see how that goes, and then rebuild for next year, and then we got to decide.
Evaluate from there.
Yep.
I like it. Well, it was a great season together. You beat me by 1 in the overall. I beat you by 5 in the class.
Yes, you did. Congratulations.
So we had a great battle. I think you and I were probably the closest points competitors in our class. Yeah.
And in the beginning of the season, we both said we wanted to be in the top 5. And we did it.
Hey, high five to that.
No shit.
Well, you have a lovely daughter in here who helped contribute. So let's get her in front of the microphone.
Beauty barn, by the way.
Jessica Carnes is a freestyle rapper and is about to spit something. Go. No, Taco will give you the beat. Go ahead. All right. Jessica is the owner of, or just
I just work there.
Just work there, okay, but has thrown up some money for you guys. You see her on the left side of the screen. The name of the shop is The Beauty Barn. Where is The Beauty Barn located?
It is in Trumansburg on Halseyville Road.
True, where?
Trumansburg on
Trumansburg, New York.
Yes.
Okay. And is there a website we can share for you? You want the Instagram shared, right?
Yes.
So in the description of this video, you'll see Jessica's Instagram. If you could go and follow her, we'd appreciate that. And note the time in the video right now. We're talking about the Beauty Barn, and you must say thank you and list the time. Jessica has put up some money for the giveaway, so we thank you for that. You used to be a racer yourself, or we're going to see you back racing soon?
Probably not. I'm self-employed, so I like my body.
Gonna make that money while you can.
Yes.
Got it. Well, there's still other members of Carnes Family Racing.
Oh yes, there so is.
that can do the racing for you. So
I love watching from the sidelines.
And it's always a pleasure having you there. We hear you cheer when we come by.
Yes.
4x4.
Yes.
Yep, I raced at Twisted Fence. Yeah, Twisted
We've
Fence.
raced her on 4x4s.
Yes.
She beat me off the start. It took me a half mile to get around her.
Did you break your arm that one?
Why else am bringing up old stuff? All right, we're finishing up lap.
The Beauty Barn.
It's
sorry, we'll talk about that. Go ahead, the Beauty Barn. What's
okay. I am a master barber and a hairdresser, so I do like hot shaves and all that kind of stuff, fun stuff there. Yes.
Get shit with you.
Potter's over there.
Listen, I don't got my car.
Right now. What anything you want to do?
Well, Missy's in the salon, but
Yes.
you have to have qualifications to become a barber
Yes.
now. So to run a straight razor, which is you are related to Dustin.
She's hitting veins like he's hitting trees.
A lawnmower for Dustin. Trees.
All right, pick it back up with the action here. Lap 1 has been completed by Guns. He was our fastest camera for lap 1, got to the checkpoint before the rest of the guys wearing cameras. Unfortunately, he was a minute and 14 behind our leader, Rich Drave. Again, I want him tested for steroids. I want his quad torn down. Something's not right there. And there's something that's not right. Dustin, following me through the checkpoint, can't quite make that turn. Has to use the R for race.
Is this the end of? Is this the finish line?
This is the checkpoint. We're on lap 1. Read the screen.
You can't do that on lap 1.
Yeah. Well, here's Justin, and Justin's just causing a traffic jam here. Yeah. The sad part is he does it every lap. You'd think he'd learn, right? Justin, we love you. Nothing but respect for you and your racing ability. You just got to work on those tight corners a little bit. Back on board with Guns. 35 minutes into the race, you're running second. No sight of Rich Drave. You got any motivation to go fast right now, or
actually, my quad's in limp mode, so it's not running.
Oh yes,
right.
You said that every year.
It is. It is. Everybody, let's listen to Guns quad right now because it is in limp mode. You can hear this thing.
It's backfiring like crazy.
Every time you say it in a video, we don't hear it. It runs great.
You can hear, especially.
Every time you say that thing is so freaking fast.
So my limp mode, I can still do full power, but down low it breaks up. It's the tune it has. It'll run full.
I noticed
power
that.
up high.
I melted everything.
On field sections, you were able to do full throttle pulls.
Exactly.
But in the woods, you sound like
in the
garbage.
woods, it's breaking up down low. And I never know when the power is going to come on, so it makes it really tricky to maneuver the quad. I don't know when it's going to go and when it's not. So
well, you were having a good run up there in second. Things kind of fell apart for you.
I'm gonna do top rope.
What did you think of the racetrack?
I thought it was pretty rough.
It was an Iowa racetrack. What do you
I
expect?
particularly didn't care for this because of all the kickers. All the kickers with a 4x4 are pretty hard. And you'll see coming up, I had a problem with one kicking my quad up in the back.
Yeah, you take your spill about 42 minutes in the race, so we got another 5 minutes to go there. I like this Christmas tree section they had for us at these field sections.
Cool.
Yeah, you couldn't see your competition. Your competition's 2 feet in front of you, and you couldn't see them. It was so tight in here. And this is the section I'm talking about. We're just going to enter this. Was it a Christmas tree lot?
Yeah.
I guess it is, because look at all the Christmas trees. But if you were trying to chase your competition, you couldn't see them because it was so tight in here. A lot of fun, though.
A lot of tight corners.
I thought it had a decent flow, the entire track. It was just rough.
It was rough.
The biggest thing you had to focus on was body position. If you didn't have the right body position, you're going to get tired, your back was going to be sore. A lot of this was standing. Okay. Mark Potter just kind of hovers over the quad and it does the work.
My body's all over the place. I just try to stay
on top of the quad.
Somewhere on the seat.
Well, some of us have to try to actually ride well.
Yeah, that's me.
No, it's us. Some of it just comes naturally to you and Brad.
Was this fun? I was watching you guys. Is that fun through the field up through there?
Yes, the only time I didn't like it, there was a lot of dust.
Okay.
So,
yeah, there was a lot.
Blinding dust at this one. So if you did get stuck behind somebody,
those hay bales and stuff, they had a drive-through coming up here, and it was dusty. You could not see those at all.
Well, you can see the distance through the.
We were pitting up there.
Yeah.
We were pitting up there through the dust, and you could see everybody slow down, almost like everybody's in trees.
Yeah, I almost went left right here into those trees.
You too?
Yeah, like 2 laps. Oh.
Good shot of Dustin's bar pad that says patience because
That's a nice sticker.
that's the favorite. That's his favorite stripper at his favorite strip club. Patience. Welcome to the stage.
Why are you changing the subject?
Because she did. She spanked my ass going through there. Now, Brecken's dying good this race.
Yeah, she was
in up there in those outlines.
Yeah, she did.
She did real good at this race.
Is Maddie Harrington related to you?
Negative.
Just the same last name.
Same last name and very good friends.
So I yelled at her and I felt horrible. Lap two.
She's way faster than me.
Oh, I know. She passed me. In lap 2, she had a tie rod issue and broke it. And she was like trying to get off the track, and I was just in go mode and saw somebody broke down and just say, "Come on, come on!" I got a little angry. Came back the next lap and saw it was her. Slowed up and was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, Maddie. I didn't know it was you."
Would this conversation go different if I said yes?
That you were related?
Yeah.
Well, then I would apologize to you for yelling at your family member.
You should.
She had a tie rod issue and she was broke down in a spot where I couldn't get by, and she was trying to limp it off the track, and I didn't know who it was. I just saw a sport quad broken down, and I had just gotten held up and had Dustin on my rear, so I was aggravated, and I'm just yelling, come on at her, I didn't know who it was. You're adding pressure to somebody trying to get their quad off the track, so they're not a problem. She was trying.
Don't even try.
Right, they'll just sit there. Expect you to go around.
She had a ride going this race. She was on with Hannah for the first lap and a half until she broke her tie rod.
Yeah.
Ray Chilson?
You want to talk about Ray Chilson? Let's talk about Ray Chilson.
Let's talk about Ray Chilson.
Let's talk about Ray Chilson right now. So if you're going to note the video time, we're going to mention another sponsor.
In the seat.
Yeah, we'll have Mark Potter talk for Ray Chilson. Ray is a committee member with NIOA.
Hey, Ray.
He put up some of the money for this giveaway as well. So thank you, Ray. He gives a lot back to the community. Just ask Dustin Carnes. Yeah,
he does.
He helps those in need.
He came in clutch for us. Actually, he put Mason Potter's motor together this season. I didn't have the time. We were running around like crazy. I dropped off a huge baskets of nuts and bolts and a lot of new parts, and he put together a motor that proved we can do it.
Yeah, championship winning motor. Well, congrats, Mason Potter, on that 125B win. We're on board with Guns, and he's about to hit some rough spots here on the track. What happened, Guns? Talking to the ass end just came up on you?
Yeah, so you can see it coming up.
Yeah, right here. It's between these trees.
Oh, that's gnarly.
Coming up right here. I don't know if it hit that. This, I think it's
right here.
Yeah, the ass.
Oh.
That's where he did it.
You can't really see on camera, but the ass end of the quad came up and it was nose diving. And the same thing it did last year. We really got hurt by. Bailed off the quad.
Yeah.
For fuck's sake.
So Cody's the first one on the scene. Yeah.
So I flew off. I bailed off the quad and I ended up landing on a rock on my hip. And
You guys people.
I didn't break anything.
Oh, Colton's making his way through.
My leg bone or my femur. So
you're bruised, basically.
Bruised bad. I'm in crutches right now.
Yeah. And here I'm coming through. I check on you and you give
Did
me
you
a
finish?
You give me the quick. I'm fine.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Go.
That was enough for me. He's breathing. I'm out.
Dan, did you finish out?
I did not. I did not finish this.
No,
lap.
we're gonna follow along Guns as he tries to work his way off of the track here on lap 2. He was only scored for 1 lap in this one, and you actually finished last for this race.
Yeah.
Go. Sorry, son.
You're so nice.
He still earned himself 10 points.
You brought it up.
You got beat by the 450 Wolverine.
He still earned himself enough points to stay 4 points ahead of me in the championship. So, way to recover, Guns, you SOB.
Still had adjusted.
I gave him the award at the beginning of the show, and I was like, "Watch, I'm gonna jinx you now." Because I gave you the fastest camera award, and you're probably gonna, have something happen, and sure as shit, I jinxed him.
Jinxed me.
Yeah.
Look at Mills doing work.
Yeah.
He's picking lines left and right, trying to get around.
Well, Cody will yield to him right here, and there we go. Justin was actually on a tear for this one. He came alive the last 3-4 rounds. Justin Mills finished in our championship 7th.
Nice.
7th in our championship. So the championship went as follows: Rich Drave, Colton Harkness, Dan Honacki, Drew Campbell, Dustin Carnes, Kyle Lawrence, Justin Mills, Chris Keister, and wrapping out the 9th position is Jesse Madison. He earned himself enough positions or points, however you want to call it, to go to the championship banquet in January.
Did Mills first season with us?
Yes, this was, nobody knew Justin Mills. Barone and I talked about him in our pre-race show back in the spring. And Justin just happened to watch my channel. Cool. Heard us talking about him on the show because we didn't know who he was. We were asking, who are you? What do you do? And we were suggesting he should race, Can-Am 450. He didn't listen. He brought a 1000, and on round 1, he came over and introduced himself to Barone and I in the pits, and was actually bringing us over to show us his 1000. And Barone stepped in a hole, and what'd you do? Twisted, blew your ankle out.
I feel like that was a setup.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, oh, my ankle.
Looking at points here, Mike Barone scored himself a 4th at round 1.
Yes, sir.
And scored an 8th.
With a blown ankle.
With a blown ankle, and scored an 8th at round 2. And then it's no show. Something about your mom. No show.
Look at that cards.
Yeah. Yeah, and here's Guns with the 4E guys. Let's listen in.
Bleeding.
You just rolled?
The quad stayed on all 4, but I got launched off and hit my hip on the ground.
Fuck, you alright?
I think so.
There's a wall of yellow shirts running to me as I was coming out of the wall.
They're the best.
Oh, they're the greatest. You got John Boy there on the left leaning in. That's Gretchen off the front. Jimmer to the right, and Tyler there just next to Jimmer.
What happened to them wearing the camera?
It's just too much. It's too much footage.
What is it, Taco?
I'd watch that.
Right, me too. Like
4E.
It would have been cool. Like, just so you know, I outdrug a Honda with the Yamaha with the 4E guys cheering away. That would have been good footage.
It would have been good footage, but it is very time consuming to make this show. My 4-wheeler is still dirty because I come home from the race and start editing.
True.
But we appreciate it.
My 4-wheelers are still dirty too. So is mine.
Oh, you've been editing?
No, I drink beer.
Oh.
Gotcha. It's the last race of the year. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
We're good, bro.
Ed packs fat dips.
Mad dips here. I've got Colton in my crosshairs, and I really wanted to beat him, so I latched on here, and I wasn't going to let him go. He's looking back at me because I'm yelling at him.
I will say,
I'm yelling at him.
Colton will be a champion in the 4x4 class. I bet.
You think so?
If he can.
Not next year. If I got something to say about
There it is.
But
competition's already started.
If you're gonna challenge
I'm
Colton,
so out
you
of that
better be
class,
ready,
man. I don't want any part
he's
of
a
that.
quiet guy, but
So
when it's time to go to work,
you don't have a chance next year.
Yeah.
it kind of sounds like Potter's not my team anymore.
I think it's awesome.
I feel like I'm being lured back into the 4x4 class.
I think it's awesome, dude. Look at the competition in that class.
Where are you going?
Lured?
Senior B, baby.
I'm asking you. Show back up.
I need a sponsor. Is TK sponsoring
What do you
Alpha?
What do you need?
I'll get with you later. We'll figure it out.
I need a 450. How about that?
HH gonna hook you up.
Yeah.
Right.
You heard him laughing at me, right? He
You
was,
got Hunter. You don't need
I need one of your 12 quads, Hunter. Yeah. Hook me up. He said he'd give me the 90. Thanks, buddy. No, I'm going to take that 4x4. I'm going to go race 450s.
Now you can race.
If you can do it, anybody can do it. If you and Kowalski can do it, anybody can do it.
I agree. Kowalski and I both got our asses kicked.
Yeah.
So.
Hey,
Well,
you race the turkey derby now, he said.
no. I think you and I are going to go, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Nick Janusa invited me back to the Turkey Derby for the third year in a row. So I think I'm going to go. It's in Jersey. I was opting not to go this year because I don't want to always show the same event year after year on my channel. Nobody likes to watch guys that just keep doing the same thing on their YouTube channel. So with that said, I wasn't going to go.
Colton let you buy.
What's that?
Colton just let you buy.
No. No, he drifted wide and I hammered it right by him.
No.
Yeah.
No. Colton, we don't do that. No more of that.
It's all in how you perceive that, but I think that I just blew his doors off.
But that's Colton's game. He'll be behind you where you're out.
Yeah.
He'll go by you.
Yeah.
That's his game.
Very talented rider. I had no idea that he was an A rider coming to the class. I thought he was just a fast young guy.
He is.
He is a fast young guy, but I had no idea that he had experience as an A rider.
So if he's an A rider, then why are you going to B class? Because you're beating him.
This race.
Just a question.
Shit.
Good question. Good question.
Good question.
Marianne, do you want to step in and help answer that one? I don't have an answer. Okay. I need help with that.
Taco will help you.
Yeah. Taco, why am I?
What do you got?
I got nothing on that.
They all think I'm doing it to sandbag trophies.
Taco, I'll take you to Browns.
I don't think
Who never took you to Browns? I'll take you
He's
to
called me out
Browns.
for that.
he's
My own
good.
wife has called me out for moving to Senior B to sandbag trophies.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's rough.
It is rough.
I saw her cheering you on after the last one. It was good.
Did
She
you?
was proud.
Yeah.
She was proud. She was way more proud
That's
than I
gotta motivate
was
you.
about it. That's how I know.
What do you say?
I said she was way more proud than I was. Good for you, bro.
And you were like 6 rows ahead of me.
Yeah. You got second. You got what? Oh, you got second.
I got second as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know. I
she's a
can't.
good woman.
I'm fast at times, but
Time travel.
Oh, yeah, here I go.
we're gonna go to Senior B. We're joining
Look at
Guns
that
here.
disappointment in my wife's face.
Yeah.
Oh, you're another one.
What is she doing now?
Does she hit you, Dad, at all?
Not on camera.
So you've got Katie Honacki in the green on the left, my wife Kelly in the gray there, and that's your parents' guns.
My mom.
I tried to keep going, but
They're just
Everybody's very disappointed. You drove all the way out here? Or
Yeah, come on.
This is like hard to relive, I guess.
Well, I couldn't. My wife's basically telling him you're making the right call if you're injured and you can't stand.
Well, my quad was running like crap, and
Yeah.
I couldn't stand, and you had to stand on this track.
You had
so
to. That's what I was saying about body position.
100%.
If you weren't standing for this one, it was a bitch.
It's tough.
Your back hurts.
And your back hurts with the stand.
Yeah. Dustin just got around Colton there.
Oh man.
What are you doing?
That's the second time I had to use reverse.
Oh, I did like
Fortunately, that Honda rider, thank you, jumped up and pushed this youth rider out of my
So
way.
Honda riders are good for something.
Oh, I'm Honda all the way through, buddy. I've had more Honda brands than any other brand.
Dustin's right behind you.
Yeah, and Mills has jumped into this chase. He's got Colton right in front of him.
Yep.
Dustin is right in front of Colton. So we're pretty tight. 53 minutes in here, and 3 or 4 of us are bunched right up within 10-12 seconds of each other. Thanks to guns.
Yeah. You're welcome.
It was fun racing, Kyle. What was the back of the pack like?
Long way. on my shoulder.
That's the first thing I noticed about your last race. You were just constantly looking over that shoulder,
Can't help it.
waiting for that faster ride.
You have luggage
32
racks.
horsepower on it.
Yeah.
You have luggage racks?
Don't need any luggage racks.
54 minutes into the race action on lap 2. That was me yelling at Maddie Harrington. I'm sorry, Maddie. I was frustrated because I just come through a previous bottleneck.
Bro, she didn't even hold you up.
She clapped for Dustin.
Yeah, because he was nice to her.
She was nice to you too. Listen, don't get in my way. Don't get in my way.
Cards. Ask her if she's okay.
And I'm just yelling at her.
Yelled at her.
Look, that's why I reached out and apologized, because I don't like to be unsportsmanlike like that. I messaged her father on Facebook. Yeah.
That's respect. That's respect.
She's a 15-year-old girl, not messaging 15-year-old girls. I messaged her. Yes. Yeah. Her dad said that she really appreciated the apology. Colton. There goes Justin getting my Colton. He stopped for a Gatorade there.
That's not what I heard.
Yeah. No, she accepted the apology, and she wanted to thank the 4x4 class for quickly moving for her. We did do better this year, and a lot of those ladies appreciated it.
Yeah, I put a lot of time into fighting for you, and now you're leaving them.
Oh. That's a recurring topic. You know why all these people... Okay, I'm going to talk to my BFF for a minute. You know why these people are upset that I'm leaving the 4x? Yeah, these people.
What's that about?
These people. All these people that ride 4x4s are no longer going to have a camera in their face. They're no longer going to be able to watch their races every week.
We're going to make our own show.
I've been doing Dustin Carnes race videos for 4 years. He's not getting it anymore. What? See how upset they are? That's why.
So you're just doing front row, nobody else?
I'll do my race video, not the senior, and I'll just do the show on the front row.
I'll have my
We'll give
videos.
you clips of us crashing into trees.
I won't have time to work with the footage.
Dan, you want to put them out of business?
Unless it's really good footage.
So is it going to be just this show?
I feel like Boyer. I feel like we got Boyer in the house.
Trees.
Hunter Hart, Jared, all the pros. And you might not know, but we have a title sponsor that stepped up and is buying 10 brand new GoPros for those pros to wear.
What?
I'm not paying for any of this. We have people that they believe in the show, they believe in hyping up Nioa and showing.
Which is awesome. That's cool. That's real cool.
Yeah, so
I heard Boyer was going to step it up.
Boyer Photography.
That's 12.
So yeah, we got some new cameras coming for next year, courtesy of Herc Contracting. I think is going to be our title sponsor. And
Nice.
Yeah. Herc Contracting put up the big bucks.
Anybody getting involved anymore?
And Bikes, Trikes, and Quads giving away these goggles has also asked to participate all next year, and I think we're going to be giving away goggles every show. So if you guys need equipment or you want to see something else given away, maybe a helmet or a pair of gloves or your favorite riding kit, let me know. Maybe we can hook up a sponsor to help out you riders who are in need of some gear. Going through lap 2 here, Drave still way out front. Someone testing for steroids. I'll never stop saying that as long as he beats me. Dustin Carnes coming through in third.
Big dude too, though.
Yeah, Drave is a beast.
Can we just talk about all the flaggers and how
They needed 'em.
smooth you guys made that little hole look?
Yeah, well, we're on couches.
Pro riders.
We're on couches.
I made it.
Did he watch the sign?
I heard.
Let's see how Justin does. He's right behind you.
I heard the corner was good. And then,
Here's Justin Mills for his second try. Just listen to this shit show.
Please say it again.
You know who? No, wait. The best line is in. Here comes Colton.
That's my guy.
Oh, Colton doesn't say anything all summer. He pulls up with the best line.
Yeah. You know whose corner? You know whose fault that corner is? Brad Hoffman.
Oh, the Hoffmanator.
He changed it up last minute.
Hoffman or Coin?
I heard Hoffman.
You waited for him.
I heard it, and he does. Colton, like, I'm just kidding. Come on, let's go.
I got
I feel like
all 3 laps clean. I didn't have an issue with it.
Time travel. What was that?
Deserves the
We're cutting out sections of the show
We're
here.
in the pit bike track.
We're
going back to Drew.
What's the rule?
So, what's your
What's
question?
the rule? How far outside the little line can you go?
Dude, I was in the line.
I know.
talking about?
10 feet. 10 feet, right?
10 feet? 25 feet.
Oh, that was like
25 when there's no ribbon. You can't cross the ribbon.
Did everybody see the ribbon on the ground? I didn't put the ribbon on the ground.
There is ribbon.
on the ground.
There's ribbon on 98% of this track.
There was a lot of ribbon, and there was a lot of ribbon
there
down.
There was stakes in
They
the
took
woods.
away
They didn't
a
use a
lot
tree.
of
They used
lights.
stakes.
$2.
I got a new steak sponsor this year. I'm pretty excited.
They do?
1,000 new steaks.
No,
yeah.
wooden stakes to drive into the ground.
Oh shit! I guess.
Oh, we got.
Yeah.
I was like steaks.
Can you make me a burrito with
Yeah.
steak?
Well, that's the end of the race here. I was.
supposed to be 5.
Hang on, I want to make sure Guns hears this. I was the fastest camera for this show, Guns. Okay, I know you got your little award there.
You can't give yourself.
I know, I can't give my award to myself. So,
That's only because you refused to put one on Drave.
yeah, well, I couldn't catch him to strap one onto him. So, yeah, Hoffmanator really happy for me. Yeah,
I was like, yeah, look at that corner you guys can't make.
Who's giving Dustin or giving Hoffman high fives?
me?
That was you?
Yeah.
I gave him one too.
Did
Every
you?
lap.
Second lap, I gave him a high five.
I like Brad. He's a
He
good
was
guy.
not impressed with me.
He's not impressed when you pinch his nipple either. Ask me how I know.
Yeah, but he likes it.
He did. So you can see my wife's very excited. I'm very excited. It's my third podium for the year. I got 1 win and 2 seconds. The best I could do this year. Thanks to some broken ribs at your horrible track, Mark Potter.
Horrible.
You had to put that tree
I
there.
got pavement coming.
You had to put that
Just to
tree.
make you
Is it
happy.
flat?
Well, when you work it, we'll find out.
All right. I will be at Ditch Banger working it. This was the last show.
Senior B.
You guys, a lot could change, man. I could lose 50 pounds and show up and bet. Hey, I don't know.
4x4.
It's not gonna happen.
probably not gonna happen.
Yeah, we know it's not gonna happen. I'm old and crazy. It's been an awesome summer of doing these shows. I want to thank everybody that contributed, watched, commented, shared. It was a team effort amongst all of us, and I hope it brought some exposure to the series. I'm trying to bring in new sponsors, new athletes, new racers. We want to see new promoters, new tracks. Just keep this ball rolling and see it all grow. What do you think?
Bro, this turned into a whole show. Like, what?
Well,
I've been trying to hang on over here. Like, what the fuck is happening in front of me right now? This is a legit show. Like, it was just
This
shooting
was a lot
the
of
shit
fun.
before.
And
This is cool.
It's like
each guy in here,
show.
Mike, Dustin, Guns, and Potter have all come in and sat one-on-one for the show like you did for round 1. This one was a way of saying thank you to everybody who participated. You're one of them. And just, you know,
Awesome.
well, thank you guys. Thank you.
Work, Drew.
I don't even know how to close it out. You know,
See you on the 4x4 road next year.
no, you won't.
4x4 for the double A guy.
If you want to enter the competition and win some of the money that the people in this room have put up, or some of the goggles that Bill Ingersoll with Bikes, Trikes, and Quads has put up, leave your answers in the comment section. Please like, share, and hit that notification bell. I don't have anything left to say, guys. Thanks for watching.
We're clearly looking for an editor for the 4x4 road.
Yeah. You're going to need somebody. Yeah.
What if you got one?
Looking for a new show?
Some guy was like, hey, I'll edit.
I feel like Boyer's right here. Like,
Yeah.
we're going to make something happen.
Boyer, you got your own YouTube channel?
Hey, what about Guns has his own channel?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hour 45 minutes.
There it is.
He drove.
Yep. So
Stop getting hurt.
I would love
Start
to see
making
that.
Videos.
Boyer.
I would love to see that.
What's it gonna take for you to put
Prestige
Drew under?
worldwide.
Oh shit!
A lot more experience.
Let's figure out how to make it happen.
I can tell you that
4x4 row above the Drew's double A row. Let's show them what's up.
that's 25 years of editing experience to make that show. So I wish you luck if you're going to undertake it. It's a lot of work, but it's worth it to me because I do care about the series. I do care about the people involved.
Just not 4x4 anymore.
And I
get you some GoPros. Dan's got you.
and I want to see it grow.
I need my GoPros back.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to wrap it up before they start throwing things at me. Everyone, I'm going to look right into the camera because we actually have a camera set up. Guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you at the races next year.
Thank you, Drew.
Thanks, Drew.
All right.
Thank you.
Deuces. All right.
Portrait.
Cool.
Is it done now or is still
That's
fucking
it.
shit?
Yeah. Oh, he'll edit most of that stuff out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna end.